Hey guys, this is Dragon Rockstar here, and I'm coming with my extra deck binder check. I've shown you guys both my actual Lightsworn and Elemental Hero collection binder, as well as my actual main deck slash collection binder as well. So I figure I'll show you guys my extra deck binder, and I will be showing my ban list binder as well as my spell and trap card binder. So I hope you guys do enjoy this video, and I will show you guys this binder. Let's go ahead and get started. Let me just unstrap here. I'll try to lay it out for you guys here. Try to make it where you guys can see them. For starters, I have my number collection. I do have a big selection of number cards, so I'm trying to make it where you guys can see it here. There you guys go. I have from the 1s all the way down for the 100s. I do not have I do not have 106 yet. I am working on trying to get me multiple copies of 106 for a couple decks and such. Which you guys can see is what I got here. 107, 105, 104, 103, 102, 101, 199. I have all those. The 90s. Sorry for that, for the background noise. This is my stepfather talking to my mom. But I have all these numbers. My 90s. I don't have a big deal with the 90s, so sorry for that, guys. For the 80s, I got number 80, 86, 84, 83, 82, 81. It's just the big, normal, fashionable numbers. And you got the 70s. And then you got the 60s over here on this end, followed by the rest of the 70s. You can see I am missing number 78 and 79, I believe. No, 77, 76, and 75. I'm missing both 76 and 75. I'm working on trying to get the rest of them. Then you got the rest of the 60s. I am missing number 60 himself, followed by some others. I'm missing a lot of good numbers, but for the ones I do currently own, there you guys go. Number 52, which has happened to be my favorite of all the numbers so far. Everybody should have number 39. Obviously, number 39 is the best. And then you got these guys. Number 42, which is Happily Big Band, which I do own a couple with my band binder. I'll show you guys in that binder soon. Then you got the rest of my numbers. Number 32, 31, 30s, 28, such. Number 28 happens to be the newest one, or one of the newest ones. You got 24, which is actually Barfast. Number 24 is one of my favorite numbers as well, so I figure I'll show those. And then you got all these. And you got number 11, Big Eye. Sorry, that's not the highest rarity. I'm working on trying to get me higher rarities of the numbers, so hear me out on there. I'll try to show you. I got number 15, 17, and so forth. Number 12, if you guys are wondering, that's Star Rare. If you guys can't really tell, I don't think you guys can tell. Let me try to show you guys. Can you see it? I think you guys can see it. There we go. You guys can see it popping out. That's Star Rare. I figured I'd get my hands on one of those. I got number 7, number 6. Then you got the Utopias. Those of you are probably wondering, this is German. German Utopia Lightning. I got my hands on one of these. It's sexy as hell. I swear this is sexy. So I got the Utopias on this end, and then I got the rest of the Utopias on this end. And then for starters, I got my Hot Red Dragon Archfiend collection. Most of them are high rarity. The rest of them are, some of them are not. I'm working on trying to get me high rarities of each. So hear me out on that. The original prints of both of these. I've been hearing that this guy will be getting a reprint soon, so sad for him. I've been holding on to him for a while. And you got the rest. And then I go for my fusion collection. For instance, Thousand Ice Restrict, Gemini Seraphinite, Sea Monster of Theseus. I would recommend people picking this guy up because he's very important. Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, original print, and Secret Rare print, the newest Secret Rare print that came out. Gemini Master Diamond. The reason why I have him because he's was given to me from a friend, so I originally want to keep cards like that. Both good cards to side deck, and I'm working on trying to incorporate this guy as well as the rest of the Invo cards for my 60 card Lightsworn Shadows. I am trying to input them to my actual deck. I just had a hard time getting Invocation. So once I get my hands on Invocation, I'll be trying that out. And then you got some collectional purposes cards, 5-headed, 1,000 dragon, if you guys can see it up here. I'm trying to lower it down just a little bit for you guys to see. I got those. Gaia's, Dark Paladin, Relinquish, different languages. I got a few that's different language, and I got the rest of them that's plain on English. Relinquish is down here. For the XEs, let's go over here. I got Metaphysicum Beast, Red Eyes, Metal Dragon, Ghost Rare. You guys can tell. It is damaged, so that's the sad thing, but it is still a gorgeous card to have. You got Gaia, the Legendary Magician of Dark. That's pretty good of a card. You got Beatrice down here, as well as Full-10 Strike Bouncer. I use these two for my decks and try to test them out and incorporate them with other decks as well. And for the other monsters, which is these, the other 6 is Cyber Dragon Affinity. I like keeping them just in case if I ever use them. Artifact, I can't really pronounce that name. And then you got the Outer Entity, and then you got the Stellar Knight guy. I like him because of his effect, plus the high rarity of him. Ultimate rare, if you guys can't tell. Now, those of you are probably wondering, most of these cards are near mint. I've been trying my best to keep them that way. You got Abyss Dweller up here, Tornado Dragon, and then Time Thief, Doer. I like him because of his effect. Plus, he's one of the newest cards that just came out. I think everybody should pick up a couple copies of him, just in case. He's actually he might be tested in a lot of installment decks and things of that nature. So I would recommend people picking it up. And over here, you got my generic Rank Force, Bujin, another Stellar Knight guy, which is actually very good for Lightsworns if tested. I've tested out many times, and there's been times where it's kind of not needed. Heretic Challenger, Excalibur. I like him as effect because he's just a beat stick. Castel and then the other Outer Entity that helps you get the bigger one out. For the rest of them, I got Bujin at Tommaso, as well as the other Bujin at Tommaso, the original one that I used for most of my deck profiles from back in the day, as well as the Ultimate Rare that I just recently gotten. Then you got Gaga Cowboys for days. This is not DT, by the way. This is actually Shatterfoil, if you guys can't tell. You got the Phantom Knights, you got Dante, you got Levinaires, Windups, and Mighties. I used him back in the day with my Chaos Dragon build, so I just kept him because of that. Then you got this guy. I used him in my Chaos Dragon build as well, before I took him out completely, and I still like him because of his effects, so that's the reason why I have him here. For the Synchros, if you guys can't tell, I do like Alistair, or Alley of Justice, Contaster. I do like him, so I have multiple copies of him. Sadly, I don't have multiple pages of him. I would love to have multiple pages of him. You got Army Arm, the Outer Entity guy, the Synchro variant, and then you got Ultimate Suzoken. Those of you that probably know, he is, let me try to grab a copy. He is the one that's used if you have all Signer Dragons, which we'll get to that in a couple minutes. You got, from right here, you got this guy because he's a Monster Reborn Dragon, and I like his effect because of that. You got this guy and this guy, the High Speed Roid Synchro level 5, and then you got Mighties, the Synchro level 5 that I currently like to use for my Spellcaster builds, if necessary. You got Materia Beast, you got Coral Dragon, both good cards. Materia Beast is my extra copy. You got Bryonic, and then you got the Tiger Ice Barriers, both Ice Barrier monsters. I originally keep him because of, not because of his effect, because I'm starting to try to collect the Ice Barriers, the Bryonics, all the Synchros. I'm trying to keep those, because I just really like to have I have a collection of each. Then you got Michael, level 7. It's generic. You use it for the Lightsworn deck. Then you got for my level 7s, the Red Eye Zombie Monster, because I want to use it for my zombie, for the newest deck I'm going to try to make is a 60 card Lightsworn Zombie Shadows. I want to try to make that deck, and I might use him because of that. You got Power Tool Dragon, which used to be one of the Signer Dragons, but currently was taken off. And you got Clear Wings. I got the Ultimate Rare, and then the Secret Rare. Then you got Ancient Secret Wyvern. This guy is by far the favorite of all the dragons that I currently own, or one of my favorites, because it is very good in Lightsworn if you use it right. Now you got Black Rose Moonlight Dragon over here. Then you have all my Black Rose Dragons. Try to get it into the image. You got all my Black Rose Dragons. You got the Dual Saga version. You got the, I think this is the Legendary Collection 5Ds, I believe. No, it's LCO 5. Then you got this one, the Cross. I think this is the Cross Souls one. I'm not completely certain. Correct me if I'm wrong on which packs these come from. And you got the Gold Rare. Then you got the. This is the Ultra Gold Ultra. Then for my Stardust, so far I'm working on trying to make my Stardust collection. I got 2 Ultimate Rares. Sadly, neither are first editions, but they're both unlimiteds and they're both heavily played. Secret Rare Stardust Dragon, as well as my Super Rare Stardust Dragon, which is pretty good condition as well. Then you got for my Red Dragon Archfiends and the Blackwing Dragon. I have 3 Blackwing Dragons as well as the Red Dragon Archfiends. Sorry that these are commons. I'm sorry. I was working on trying to get me the supers or the ultras, and I can't get my hands on those just yet. So once I get me supers and ultras, I will be switching these out. For the other synchros of mine, here on this page, I have Light End Dragon, Dark End Dragon, Crimson Blader. I think this is Avenger Knight. I can't ever pronounce that guy's name right. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments too. You got Stardust, Spark Dragon, and you got Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend. They're both all good monsters. As you guys previously saw, I have that in my actual collection of dragons back here. I have Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend right here as well, but I personally have one for use. For good reason. I personally want to keep the collection with themselves how they are. So once I get me extra copies of each, I will end up putting them in my collectional part, and then I have usable ones. For this page, I have Ancient Zevri, however you pronounce this guy. The reason why I have him because he's good at the banish and he's a good special summon in mid game. Your opponent won't see that coming. Plus, due to the fact of the extra deck ruling, he's very useful to be like that. Then you got Scarlet Dragon, or Scrap Dragon, sorry. Scrap Dragon's good in certain matchups and certain decks. You got Thought Rulers, and then you got Beetles. Original print Beetles. I don't want the Secret Rare print. I don't want the common print. I wanted to go for original print, so I figured I'd go for those. For the next page, I have Voidor Dragon, as well as Cyframe Lord Omega, and Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. I am trying to get me multiple copies, more copies. That's the reason why that you see all these blank pages of each. I'm trying to get multiple copies of these. As well as on my next page, you have Trishula, the Ice Barrier. If you guys are wondering, I believe these are from the same set as the Bryonic, as well as the Ice Barrier, or the Tiger. They're Secret Rares. I couldn't get my hands on Ultimate Rares or Ghost Rares or wherever rarity, the highest rarities of these guys because my card trap was sold out of them. You got Mistworm and then Leo, Sacred Tree. I used him back in the day with my Chaos Dragons, so that's the reason why I kept some of these cards are from my original Chaos Dragon decks. Then on this page, you have my Ultimate Rare and my Secret Rare, which I do think I have an Ultra Rare version of Star Eater as well, but I think it's one of my decks. And then you got Shooting Star Dragon, which is right here, if you guys are wondering. It's the Secret Rare version, I believe. So I have those for the certain decks and certain things I use a lot of these cards for. And then for my links, which is the biggest thing I currently have, is my links. I have a bunch of links. The rest of the pages of this binder is all based on my links. You got Beauregard Dragon, which is actually I read its effect and I tried to use it in a couple decks and it works. And then you got Tribological Bomber Dragon, which I used back in the day with my 60-card Lightsworn deck. 60-card Lightsworn Turbo deck, and it worked pretty well until I found a better usage of the extra deck space, so I took him out because of that. Then you got Tregate Wizard down here, and then you got the Gaia. The reason why I have him is because of the Gaia fusion. I just like keeping somewhat of the Gaia sometimes. For my Link 3s, I have Ritual Print Summon Sorceress, as well as Tribological Shinbanzi, as well as Curious, the Lightsworn Dominion. Then you got on my Link 2s. You got the ones that allow certain attributes to gain attack. You got Heavy Foes Electromite. The reason why I have him because I'm sooner or later going to try to pick me up a Pendulum deck, the new Pendulum deck structure deck that's supposed to be coming out. I'm going to try to pick up that. Then you got Proxy Dragon as well as this guy. Like I always say, I can never pronounce this guy's name correctly. So let me know in the comments below if you guys are watching this. What is this guy's name? Or how you pronounce this guy's name? Please let me know. And for the rest of my Link 2s, I have Nightmare Phoenix. I'm using my third and fourth one for a different deck. You got my Nightmare Cerberus, which I am losing one more of him. I think it's right here, yeah. I'm using one more of him for another deck. And then you got Spiral Double Helix. The reason why I have Spiral Double Helix, because back in the day, Spirals used to be a tough matchup. So I have him because of that. And I'm still going to keep him because of that, too, because he was the best $5 I've ever spent. I used it because of Ghost and Reaper Cherry. I used it with that, and I won a couple games against Spirals, which was really fun. On this page, I have my Link 2's down arrows as well as the side arrows. You got Reproduculus. You got this guy because his piercing attack and everything allows you to get along for game. You got Arcanite Magician, or Arkesia Magician, if I'm pronouncing that name right too. Guard Dragon and other Guard Dragons. The reason why I have the Guard Dragons is because I'm going to try to use them in my my Chaos Dragon deck. I'm trying to figure out how to use them. I do have extra copies in the deck, so these are my extra copies. I currently have them in here because I might end up testing out with different decks. Then you got Space Insulator. The reason why I have him is because I like its effect, plus it's very useful in certain mid-games. Then for the last page that I currently have here will be Link Spiders, Nightmare Mermaid, and Link Rebo. I am working on trying to get the original print Link Rebo because it's starting to drop in price and it's a perfect time for me to get my hands on it. So I'm going to work on trying to get that too. That's it for my extra deck binder. Current recap, my number collection is small. The reason why my number collection is small is because I can't get my hands on certain numbers because a lot of people don't have those numbers. Once I get the rest of these numbers, I will come with a binder update for this type of binder. But once I get the rest of the numbers and try to work on trying to upgrade my rank 7s, 6s, 5s, 4s. Once I start to upgrade all my extra deck cards, I will let you guys know down in the comments below, as well as I will be coming out with a bigger update of this binder. Now, you guys let me know down in the comments below what you guys think of this binder and what you guys think I can do to change it, what cards you guys think I should pick up, as well as for the other binders of mine. Let me know down in the comments below what cards you guys think I should pick up with some good tech options and things of that nature. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Also, a heads up, I will be trying to get, I'm going to come with an update on my Elemental Heroes, as well as my update for my Yang Zings. As soon as I can finish the extra deck for my Yang Zings, I will come with deck profiles of both each. Mainly an updated video of my heroes, because I know a lot of you guys are probably curious now with some tech options that I tried and things of that nature. I am trying to work with options that my commenters, the guys that you guys have mentioned for my hero build, and you guys are gave me some good, amazing ideas. I'm trying to test those out as well. So give me time. I don't have the cards for those type of test options that you guys have given me. But for now, I've changed my deck, and I've tried different types of options that my friends recently gave me. So, hope you guys enjoy that. As well as, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I will be coming out with my Spell and Trap binder, as well as my Banlist binder, which is the last two binders of my collection. I will be coming out with those profiles, as well as trying to kind of come out with a few other videos that are not binders or decks. I'm going to try to upload a few other videos that I think you guys might enjoy. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And like always, Dragon Rockstar is signing